Hello and welcome. My name is Alan and we are back with more Know Your Members of Congress for the 119th Congress. This was meant to be Saturday's video because apparently I just slept on and off throughout the day. But anyway. Regardless, do want to let you know I've got two ways to donate to the channel. I have a Patreon account that is a monthly subscription. And then I have a Coffee account which can also do the monthly thing, but it can also do one-time single payments. Do not donate if you are in financial trouble. Please, I'd rather you pay what you need first. Take care of you. If you can and you want to, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. But yeah, it is just me, myself, and I that does this, so I do appreciate it if you do donate, if you're able to donate. Anyway, today we are looking at Representative Steny Hoyer, who is the representative for the 5th District of Maryland, which is a district that sits outside of D.C. and just to the south of Baltimore, Maryland, and is part of the coastal setup of Maryland, where the river comes up through there. Anyway, he is a Democrat, and before he took office, he was preceded in office by Representative Gladys Spellman. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at who Steny Hoyer is as an individual. He is a relative of John Hart, great-nephew of Joseph Clark Baldwin, and relative of John Hart Brewer. John Hart Brewer was a delegate from New Jersey, born in Stonington, Connecticut. Member of the New Jersey Principal Congress because he's pre-U.S. He was there for the beginning of the nation. Elected vice president for the Provincial Congress of New Jersey. Delegate to the Second Continental Congress, June 22nd to August 30th in 1776. Signed the Declaration of Independence. Elected to the first New Jersey State General Assembly under the state constitution in August 1776. And re-elected in 1777 and 1778. Serving as Speaker of the General Assembly 1776 to 1778. Chairman of the New Jersey Council of Safety 77 to 78. But yeah. Joseph Clark Baldwin, great uncle of Steny Hoyer, born in New York City, 1897. Enlisted in the Navy in 1917 and transferred to the Army in 1918, which was during the period of World War I, serving overseas as a private in the machine gun company of the 305th Infantry. Received a commission and commanded the 1st Platoon of the Machine Gun Company, 39th Infantry, officer of the French Legion of Honor, political reporter for the New York Tribune, member of the Board of Aldermen for New York City, 1929 to 1934, member of the New York State Senate, 1934 to 1936, delegate to the New York State Constitutional Convention in 1938, member of the New York City Council, 1937 to 1941, before being elected as a Republican to the 77th Congress, filling the vacancy caused by the death of Kenneth F. Robinson. But yeah, and then finally we have John Hart Brewer, great-great-great-grandson of John Hart, relative of Steny Hoyer, born in Hunterdon County, New Jersey in 1844. Member of the State House of Assembly, I'm assuming for New Jersey, in 1876. President of the National Potters Association in 1879, before being elected as a Republican to the 47th and 48th Congress. Appointed assistant appraiser of merchandise at the Port of New York City by President McKinley, where he served until his death. But yeah. But that's all his famous family members. But Steny Hoyer is a representative from Maryland, born in New York City, New York, on June 14th, 1939. Graduated from Suitland High School in Suitland, Maryland in 1957. Earned a Bachelor of Science from the University of Maryland in College Park in 1963. Earned a J.D. from the Georgetown University Law Center in Washington, D.C. in 1966. Was a private practice lawyer. Member of the Maryland State Senate 1966 to 1979. And president of the Maryland State Senate 75 to 79. Member of the Maryland State Board of Higher Education 1978 to 1981. Delegate to the Democratic National Conventions 1968, 1974, 1976, and 1984. Before being elected as a Democrat to the 97th Congress by special election to fill the vacancy created by by House Resolution 80, which declared U.S. Representative Gladys Noon Spellman's seat vacant due to incapacitating illness, and re-elected to 22 succeeding Congresses. So yeah, in his 23rd term. Sounds like he needs to go at this point. Now, let's go ahead and look at the committees he is on. He is on the Committee on Appropriations, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Financial Services and General Government, the Subcommittee on Labor, Health, and Human Services, Education, and Related Agencies, and the Subcommittee on Legislative Branch. Now, let's go ahead and look at the top 5 individual donor and contributors over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, who is an American pro-Israel lobbying group that advocates its policies to the legislative and executive branches of the United States, being one of several such pro-Israel lobbying organizations in the United States, and has been called one of the most influential lobbying groups in the U.S. It proclaims itself bipartisan, but it just bribes both parties. As of 2025, it says it has more than 5 million members in the U.S., 17 regional offices, and a vast pool of donors, and was founded in 1954 by lobbyists for the Israeli government, partly to counter international criticism of Israel's Kibbutz massacre of Palestinian villagers that year. It became a powerful organization in the 1980s, and in 2002 it expressed intent to lobby Congress to authorize use of force in Iraq, defending the Iraq War at AIPAC events in 2003. In 2005, a Pentagon analyst pled guilty to espionage charges of passing U.S. government secrets to senior AIPAC officials in what became known as the AIPAC espionage scandal. They are a vile, despicable, evil, demonic group. And the fact that they lobby for their own nation instead of for things for the U.S. accounts in my eyes to nothing more than pure and utter treason. Altogether, they have donated $241,150. And once again, that's AIPAC. Next, at number 2, we have Smartronix Incorporated. And they are a global technology and advanced engineering provider specializing in cloud solutions, C5-1SR, and advanced engineering IT, and is headquartered in Hollywood, Maryland, providing software solutions, including cloud computing, cybersecurity, data and analytics, digital transformation, server and application, robotic process automation, modeling, simulation, and training solutions. It serves military, government, and other sectors worldwide. Altogether, it has donated $18,200. And once again, that's Smartronix Incorporated. Next, at number 3, we have AIPAC, the Fund for a Greater America. And they are a PAC that was founded in 1992 by Steny Hoyer to help elect Democratic leaders to the U.S. Congress. Altogether, they have donated $15,757. And once again, that's AIPAC, the Fund for a Greater America. Next, at number 4, we have MedStar Shaw Medical Group, and they are a system of hospitals and healthcare facilities in Virginia, Maryland, and the D.C. area. Yeah. Altogether, they have donated $13,650. And once again, that's MedStar Shaw Medical Group. Next, at number 5, we have Constellation Energy. I think that was the right one. Let me double check. Yeah, Constellation Energy. And give me just a moment here. I forgot to pull their information up. They are an American energy company headquartered in Baltimore, Maryland that provides electric power, natural gas, and energy management services and has approximately 2 million customers across the continental U.S. It was known as Constellation Energy Group and a Fortune 500 company that was one of the largest electricity producers in the United States until a merger with Exelon in 2012. When FERC approved the acquisition, Constellation Energy's energy supply business was rebranded as Constellation, an Exelon company. As part of the 2012 merger, Baltimore Gas and Electric, the regulated utility operated by Constellation Energy, became a regulated utility operating under Exelon Utilities. The current iteration of the company was founded in 2022 by splitting off from Exelon. Before merging with Exelon, Constellation Energy Group operated more than 35 power plants in 11 states, mainly Maryland, Pennsylvania, New York, West Virginia, and California. Baltimore Gas and Electric created Constellation as a holding company in 1999. Anyway, altogether, they have donated $13,000, and once again, that's Constellation Energy. Now, let's go ahead and look at the top 5 industry donors and contributors over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have pro-Israel groups, who altogether have donated $275,316. Next at number 2 is gas and electric utilities, who altogether have donated $48,250. Next at number 3 is commercial banks and bank holding companies, who altogether have donated $48,000. Next at number 4 is physicians, who altogether have donated $46,566. And in 5th, we have building trades unions, who altogether have donated $43,500. Now, let's go ahead and look at the donors at a glance. Individually, APAC, Boo, Suck, Smartronix, Fine, Okay, Ameripac, Fund for a Greater America, Boo, Suck, MedStar Shaw Medical Group, Fine, Constellation Energy, Okay, good. Industry-wise, pro-Israel groups, Boo, Suck, gas and electric utilities, Fine, commercial banks and and bank holding companies, boo, suck. Physicians, good, great. Building trade unions, great, absolutely wonderful. Honestly, some stinkers, but others are just, we'll say in the middle. Not really leaning one side or the other. In the middle. But this has been a look at Representative Steny Hoyer, who is the representative for the 5th District of Maryland. As always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing. Ask them to cite their sources. And it can't just be a bunch of tinfoil hat wearing sources or a bunch of anecdotes slapped together to try to make sources. I'll be putting my links and sources in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.